From the ATX Hot Sauce Studio in Austin, Texas, it's The Jeff Ward Show.
Award-winning and all-natural, ATX Hot Sauce has the perfect sauce for you. Flavor first, heat second, and not just local, going national. Go to atxhotsauce.com. I'm Jeff Ward, and the only agenda here is to make you think. Here we go, a fundamental question of our time that seems to take on different forms every few years. Here it is. How do you idiot-proof a product? In this case, how do you idiot-proof TikTok? You know, when you have kids, I have a lot of them, you tell them and yourself, I never did that when I was your age, and then you fill in the blank whatever stupid thing that is. We usually, turns out, probably did whatever stupid thing that is, but I do feel comfortable in saying, I bet we never did NyQuil Sleepy Chicken. NyQuil Sleepy Chicken. The question will be, would we have done NyQuil Sleepy Chicken if we had known about NyQuil Sleepy Chicken? If you're male and young, yeah, probably. You would have done NyQuil Sleepy Chicken. But this is where times are different. We didn't have TikTok to, quote, encourage us or inform us or make us aware of what stupid thing we could be doing. In this case, the stupid thing is NyQuil Sleepy Chicken. I know right now you're thinking, hey, Jeff, what's NyQuil Sleepy Chicken? I'm glad you asked. It takes a while to figure out, but here is NyQuil Sleepy Chicken.
What's up, friends? Madison here, and I know you all remember the days of kids eating Tide Pods on the internet, but now we've come across an either just as bad or maybe worse trend called Sleepy Chicken. Buckle up for this one, friends. So apparently, there's a TikTok trend right now where people are cooking, if you want to call it that, their chicken and cold or flu medicine like NyQuil, hence the name Sleepy Chicken. Now, because this trend has taken over a ton of headlines and been talked about all over social media, doctors are warning people to not do this for several reasons. One, you're likely taking way more than the appropriate dose, and two, if you're not cooking the chicken properly, you could give yourself food poisoning. And three, this one's the most obvious to me, it sounds completely disgusting. You all know I'm all here for a good TikTok recipe, but this is one I will be following doctor's orders on and not trying.
Yeah, I know. Laugh it off. Don't laugh too much because this is going to end badly. That's the point of the discussion. The bigger point of the discussion is really about social media and idiot-proofing products and services. But yeah, this is going to end badly. And let's not pretend that we all haven't been there. No, we've probably not cooked NyQuil and chicken or NyQuil and tofu or NyQuil and whatever. But we all went to school at a time. At various times, people have gone to school and somebody gets high in a terrible way and it ends badly. That's not a new thing. I remember the concept of spraying Pam into a bag, and of course that ended badly. So being really, really stupid at a young age is not new. Being really stupid at middle age is not necessarily new. So here's what's reported now. And the fact that the FDA is involved in this, I think ramps up the point of this discussion, and that is, how do you idiot-proof TikTok? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is warning against a social media challenge which involves people coating their chicken in NyQuil. It's called the NyQuil Chicken Challenge. Users on social media are covering their meat in the over-the-counter medication, which is used to treat flu symptoms. The FDA is warning it could have very dangerous outcomes, not just if it's ingested, but from the cooking process. The FDA says boiling a medication can make it much more concentrated and change its properties in other ways. They add that even inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking could cause high levels of the drugs to enter your body. The FDA says it could also hurt your lungs. Put simply, someone could take a dangerously high amount of the cough and cold medicine without even realizing it. I guess you are freebasing NyQuil. Oh, Sleepy Chicken. Okay, here we go. I'll ask the obvious question, of course, and everybody's thinking the same thing. Well, why in the hell not just drink it? But we've got issues. We've got real issues here, and I don't think it's going away. And I think a lot of you would say, I don't want it to go away. I mean, once you get over laughing about the name, the NyQuil Sleepy Challenge, or even cooking your NyQuil and chicken, you get past that, as soon as something terrible happens, and it's coming, you know it is, then you're going to get to the fundamental questions of the day. One, why do something so stupid? You're not going to fix that one, are you? Really? Stupid is not new. One, why do something so stupid? And two, here it is TikTok to blame? And that blame may have a few options. It may have a few layers to the blame of TikTok, and I'm willing to bet most people want to blame TikTok to a degree. On the front end is stupid. Stupid is not new. Generations of stupid, and there will always be generations of stupid. That one we're not going to fix. So what you want is you want TikTok to be blamed. So then the question is it a great deal of blame? Is it a little blame? Is it no blame at all? First question, why do something so stupid? That's easy. You're young and stupid, or you're middle-aged and stupid. Stupid at any age, or in every case, in every age, you're bored and stupid. Can we fix stupid? No. Can we fix bored and stupid? Certainly not. Now for TikTok. We can all check the box and say, we can't fix stupid, we can't fix bored and stupid. TikTok, or whatever platform is next, right? I mean, this is not just about the NyQuil Sleepy Challenge. This is about the concept of, is social media big tobacco? I know it's weird. I know it's awkward. I know it's uncomfortable, but you're going to have to start thinking in those terms, because that's maybe where you want this to go. So is TikTok at fault? Yeah, sort of. I mean, there's no denying that TikTok is incredibly popular. It's incredibly powerful. And people of all ages, let's not pretend this is just a bunch of 19-year-old dudes, because that is the epicenter of stupid. We all know that. But let's not pretend that TikTok and the things that go with TikTok don't have influence on all of us. That's the beauty of TikTok as user-generated content. It reminds me, thinking about this, as we tackle the concept of TikTok, how do we idiot-proof TikTok? How do we force TikTok to idiot-proof itself? This reminds me of, and it's a weird way to start this, but it reminds me of, certainly it can remind you of albums. Remember the early days when, those rock albums were telling people to kill themselves, and the messaging was bad, the lyrics were bad, and sure enough, somebody, young, bored, messed up kid killed himself, and then there we go, the rock and roll artists are in a courtroom, and we're arguing about how much you are to blame. Then just fast forward that to today, and it's TikTok. Not long ago, it was Red Bull. I remember the early days of energy drinks and Red Bull, okay? Just, again, not a new concept. Getting high is never going to be new. We've all found ways to do it. The question here is about the medium and the medium's fault in us getting high and doing stupid stuff. Go back to the days of Red Bull, right? Sure enough, in the early days of Red Bull, the energy drinks, the early adopters, which is a marketing term, there's no arguing this. The early adopters of stupid things, the early adopters of stupid behavior are always going to be young guys, right? So in the early days of Red Bull, sure enough, some dudes drank 10, 12, 15, 20, whatever the number was, and you put enough of that stuff in your body, sooner or later, it's going to end badly. And so there was the argument about in the early days of energy drinks, when people thought, oh my gosh, this is cool, this is better than coffee, this is the younger version of amping yourself up. Somebody died. I think Red Bull ended up putting warning labels, a disclaimer on the cans on how much you should drink and what was at an excess. So this sort of reminds me of that, except this is user-generated. Go back not long ago. Similar problem, similar issue. Well, they're not cooking NyQuil, but it was still pretty awful. Not long ago, we had ice cream licking. I think it was TikTok. I think it was a TikTok challenge then, but I'm not even sure. Like I said, this stuff comes so often and so quickly that we go through these periods where stupid stuff leads to more stupid stuff, which leads to something terrible happen. Not long ago, we had ice cream licking. And ice cream licking became a thing. Don't pretend you don't remember ice cream licking. You go in, you film yourself, as always, film yourself. and you lick the ice cream, and you put it back, and you giggle, and you giggle, and you giggle, and you run out of the store, right? This was I believe it was right before COVID. Had it happened during COVID, you might get the needle. But ice cream licking was a thing. I think what's funny about ice cream licking is ice cream licking started at the epicenter of all stupid things. That's East Texas. East Texas is the epicenter of stupid, and I believed the ice cream licker was charged with a crime. This is funny. I think this is more entertaining than cooking NyQuil and chicken, because I don't know that the outcome is terrible, but here's proof that everybody has a podcast. Everybody. This guy's in his boxers in his apartment, and I think his hook, his niche is he talks about and tracks these stupid trends.
Lately, I've been making quite a few videos on pretty recent social media trends that are downright stupid. Whether it's the milk crate challenge that was sending people to the hospital, the LeBron James toys thing that was ruining Space Jam merchandise for people, or the devious licks trend that was literally getting schools destroyed. For today, I instead thought that I would go back in time to a period long since forgotten. 2019. And I'm gonna explore a trend that I actually completely missed when it originally happened, but it may just be stupider than any trend I've made a video on so far. Alright, I'm gonna paint you a little picture here. This happened during the summer of 2019, and as usual, it was hot outside. And when it's hot outside, people want frozen treats to cool off. Sounds pretty reasonable, you with me so far? But little did they know, the ice cream freezer at their local grocery store was a place of great danger and great risk of disease. These poor, hypothetical people that don't actually exist would buy their favorite flavor of ice cream, go home, take the lid off, and notice a giant lick mark across their ice cream. The lick mark was there because it had been licked. However, not all of these hypothetical people were lucky enough to notice that their ice cream had been licked. Yeah, I don't actually have like a specific story of this happening, and this is purely hypothetical. I really hope that this didn't actually happen because that would be nasty. This whole thing started when a woman in Texas posted a video to Twitter where she went to her grocery store, grabbed a pint of ice cream, took the lid off, licked right across the top of it, and then put the lid back on and put it back in the freezer as if nothing had happened.
Lick it. Oh, you foul. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Oh.
That's it. That's the big idea. That's the whole thing. The tweet ended up going viral as these sorts of things do, and everyone was like,
yeah, that's a cool idea.
Excuse me? That is literally the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Now, I'm sure nobody actually needs to point this out, but this idea hasn't exactly aged very well.
Yeah, shut up, kid. I love the music, though. Okay, laugh that one off. Don't laugh this off, because this is the new frontier, potentially. This is why I ask the fundamental question of our time, and I don't think it's outrageous to compare this stuff to big tobacco. And I know you don't like it, but the question is, how do you idiot-proof the product? How do you idiot-proof social media? Can you at all? It gets serious, and the cooking of the NyQuil is probably going to end badly, so you can just project out any day now, any week now, that something terrible is going to happen. Let's go back not long ago at all. TikTok, I'm reading now from USA Today, TikTok is facing a lawsuit over content related to the Blackout Challenge. The Blackout Challenge is not new. What is new? Okay, remember, stupid things are not new. Some of these pranks and gags and getting high is not new. How quickly it can spread is the issue when it comes to something like TikTok. The Blackout Challenge has already led to the deaths of several children, resulting in a lawsuit against TikTok. The Blackout Challenge, also referred to as the Choking Challenge or the Pass Out Challenge, requires participants to hold their breath until they pass out. The challenge has allegedly led to the deaths of several children, including an 8-year-old from Texas. Also, I believe a 9-year-old as well, and it may have happened at the same time. The lawsuit states, this is where you need to go with all this. This is what you have to think this one through. TikTok's dangerous algorithm intentionally and repeatedly pushed the deadly Blackout Challenge, incentivizing kids to participate in the challenge that ultimately took their lives. TikTok's defective Put that word in all caps because here we go. Defective design of its social media product results in an addictive product. Oh, see? That is not safe for users and fails to warn minors and their parents that TikTok is addictive. See? And pushes harmful content onto their For Your page that can endanger their well-being. Hey, did I not just say, is TikTok big tobacco? You've heard terms addictive, defective. You've heard all the similar terminology that you would hear with any product. You certainly would have heard during a time when it comes to big tobacco. Their algorithm, look, of course, the algorithm, as any business, this is just a medium, it wants more of you. It wants more eyeballs. It wants more people buying cheeseburgers. It wants more people buying cigarettes. It wants more people buying Red Bull. Yes, it wants more of you. Guilty as charged. Whether it's going through the drive-thru and making the French fries taste really good with a lot of salt and advertising the fact that you can get a bobblehead doll with your French fries means they want you to come back and they want you to buy more. TikTok, guess what? Wants more of your eyeballs. Absolutely. If the concept is these businesses, these companies, these social media platforms want more of you, absolutely. Yes. Yes. But now they want more of stupid. And the more of stupid produces more stupid. And the more stupid produces sooner or later a horrible death. Blackout challenge, sleepy NyQuil chicken, it's going to end badly. Then what? Then what? I mean, this one's tough because it's not new. This is not a new disagreement. It's not a new legal challenge. It's just coming in different forms. And I think a lot of people would say more powerful forms. Lyrics and albums, talk shows, user-generated content, someone taking things too far is not a new problem. The classic question, what's the remedy? What are we going to do? What do you want to do? Because every time you want to laugh it off and say they're just stupid, it does circle back. I mean, here you got a dead 8-year-old. It does circle back into some tragedies. This NyQuil thing, as much as you want to laugh at it, as dumb as it is, it's going to end badly. Then what? Should TikTok lose a suit? A suit. Because once you lose one, you're going to lose them all. Once you've admitted our algorithm wanted you to do something, well, we wanted you to watch, and by you watching so much, because I don't even think we could debate that TikTok is addictive. We can't debate that cigarettes are addictive. We can't debate that Red Bull is addictive. Hell, we can't debate that the French fries are addictive. We are addicted to the product. Absolutely. Uh-oh. You got to stop us. TikTok, you have to stop us. McDonald's, you have to stop us. Marlboro, is Marlboro still around? What's around? What does a pack of cigarettes cost now? $100? You got to stop us, right? Should that apply? The standards apply to TikTok. Now let me argue here. Let me be very unpopular and argue and do this in a way that most people are going to hate. I'll introduce a term that most people are going to hate. The free enterprise, the marketer in me, the person who teaches this to students, you're going to hate. But not every challenge, to be fair. Not everything on TikTok. It may be mind-numbing and it may be stupid, but that's okay. We enjoy our guilty pleasure. We enjoy being bored. We enjoy wasting our time. So give us our TikTok. What's so awful about that? And not every challenge on TikTok is a bad thing. Part of the beauty of TikTok, other than the fact that it's perfectly suited for our attention span of 9 seconds, is that it can be entertaining, time-wasting, and a guilty pleasure. It can be dumb. So most people don't actually try the NyQuil Sleepy Chicken Challenge. Most people don't try the Choke Out Challenge. Most people don't have 12 Red Bulls. Most people are reasonable consumers. Most people reasonably use TikTok. Most people are going to laugh off the NyQuil Chicken Challenge. But the secret here is you have a dead 8-year-old from a previous challenge. And we're probably going to have a dead fill-in-the-blank young person to the NyQuil Chicken Challenge. And that's where parents and politicians, underline it, are going to come back, and it's going to come full circle. So they're going to face this. They're already facing a lawsuit from this past summer. They're going to face another one as soon as this thing with NyQuil goes horribly wrong. So then what? Should TikTok stop the challenges altogether? Even the good ones to raise money, even the funny ones, even the laugh them off ones with no harm, no foul. Should they stop all of them? Right? I mean, I don't know, other than, I guess, moms and daughters dancing, these challenges are a reason for people to watch. The good ones, the bad ones, all of it. It's part of it. It's part of the entertainment. It's part of the user-generated entertainment that we waste time with all the time. So should they lose a lawsuit? No. Should they edit these challenges? I think maybe. I'm not sure. Once you go down that road and telling us, I'll save you from you, I'll save you from being an idiot. Once you even crack that door as a company, and I know it feels good to hate tobacco. I know it feels good to hate social media. But man, once you crack that door and say, you know what, maybe we should edit these challenges, you are now opening yourself up to, you better get it exactly right. And I don't know that there's a way to get it exactly right. Facebook's proven that. How can you get this exactly right? We're not going to like this. And I'm not dismissing how dangerous the NyQuil challenge is. I'm not dismissing that many of us would have been dumb enough to try it. And we probably know kids that are going to be dumb enough to try it. So there's no dismissing the real danger in doing something incredibly stupid. We've all been there. But I give the same answer to regulating fast food. And this is coming, by the way, from a nuts and twigs guy, okay? Well, with some Cabernet. But this is coming from a guy that eats nuts and twigs and probably would not try the NyQuil chicken challenge. There's a difference, and I think this is what we don't like to apply, whether it's TikTok or Red Bull or cigarettes or whatever. There's a difference between use and abuse. Okay? There's a difference as a consumer. And you're going to say, but an 8-year-old is a consumer? Yes, actually, yes. An 8-year-old is a consumer. There's a difference between use and abuse. No matter what happens, we jump to this place. And I'm admitting all the hate that's coming my way. I'm admitting this as a person that believes in companies can give you products and services we desperately want you to use, and what you do with them is on you. I do believe that. I do. I also think there's a big difference between use and abuse. But Jeff, we're going to abuse. Absolutely right. Yep, we're going to do it. When we abuse, not will we abuse, when we abuse the product, when we use TikTok incorrectly, when it ends badly because of our abuse, who's at fault? Wherever you are on the hot sauce scale, could be hot, mild, somewhere in between, all natural, ATX Hot Sauces has something for you. And I need to add award-winning to the ATX Hot Sauce resume because ATX Hot Sauce took home 2 gold medals at the famous Austin Chronicle Hot Sauce Awards. This is a 32-year-old event that brings out the biggest and the best in the hot sauce space, and it was the very first time ATX Hot Sauce had even entered the event. Cool name, cool logo, and very cool slogan. Flavor first, heat second, and instead of saying local all the way, I'll add going national all the way. Order now. Go to atxhotsauce.com. That's atxhotsauce.com.
Get the Jeff Ward Show podcast on the Apple or Spotify podcast platform or wherever you're listening right now.